Taurus, we've got a lot to talk about. You have the Magician, the Six of Cups, the Ace of Swords. Phenomenal. This is amazing because the Magician, the Six of Cups represent, the Magician and the Six of Cups represents, we're going to save this. You, Taurus, have an animal magnetism, animal electromagnetism. And what I mean by that is a lot of people can't stay away from you. Venus is in retrograde, if I'm not mistaken. You have the Six of Cups. The Six of Cups represents people that you once know, the people that you once knew that you were talking to, could have been in a relationship. They're contacting you, right? Six of Cups. They're contacting you. They're coming back. The Magician represents against all odds, against their own logic. So they have a desire for you that goes so deep, pun intended, right? Pun intended, that they just can't stay away at this time. Your exes just can't stay away. The Ace of Swords represents, but for you, Taurus, you don't necessarily feel that way. And the reason why I'm saying that is because once you got out of a relationship with them, it may have taken you some time for you to heal yourselves well enough to actually move forward, but you've made the decision that you're definitely not going back to an ex, okay? You're definitely not going back to them, the ones that hit you up, the ones that contact you. You, Taurus, made sure that you're, emotionally, you're just not there. The Hermit represents just that. The Hermit is evidence of that because the Hermit is about ghosting. The Hermit, the Moon, the High Priestess, these are cards that represents ghosting. Not necessarily wanting to be bothered by the outside world. In particular, in this case, your ex. Not wanting to be bothered by them, right? If they're not a full-blown ex, it's somebody that you could have dated, right? There was definitely an attraction between the two of you. But for whatever reason, it just didn't manifest. The relationship didn't manifest. The Hermit is about how, since that's the case, the Hermit really does represent you not wanting to be bothered. The Page of Swords, however, represents, but this person, they have no awareness. This person doesn't have any kind of consideration for you, right? Your ex doesn't have any kind of consideration. All it is that they know is that they are drawn to you at this current point in time, and they have to talk to you. They have to let certain things be known. Well, here we go. Because the Queen of Wands, right? And the Queen of Wands represents, well, you, Taurus, don't want to talk to them. So it's very much so either you, Taurus, are completely freezing them out, or if you do talk to them, you're giving them the cold shoulder. Either way, this person is not necessarily going to go away quite easily. And like it is that I told you, Taurus, in the first place, you're at a point in time where, like I said, the Magician, the Six of Cups, animal electromagnetism. People around this point in time, Taurus, are going to be very interested in contacting you, reaching out to you. A lot of you, Taurus, are going to be even more physically attractive to other people. Now, even though your face has not changed, and you may look at yourself in the mirror every day, and to you, your face hasn't changed, there's something extra about you that a lot of people just can't stay away from. But they want to get to know. They want to get closer. And the Tower and the Three of Swords here represents how, and it's just breaking their corazon. It's breaking their heart that they just can't get close to you anymore. Well, they should have thought about that before they broke your heart, right? They should have thought about that before the relationship ended. They should have thought about all that, right? The Tower represents Scorpio, which is the opposite zodiac sign. The Three of Swords represents that heartbreak. The Tower, they are regretting, your exes are regretting the day that they broke up with you. They knew that they shouldn't have done that, but deep down, but immediately in a short term, it looked like it was the cool thing to do, right? Or maybe the feeling was mutual, but they thought that they could get along without you. They thought that they could live the rest of their life without you. And now they're having a hard time doing that because to them, there's just something about you, Taurus, right now. The Seven of Cups, however, represents, but this is what we're talking about. For you, Taurus, you have options, right? Everyone has options. And it's not like you're running them down to get back together with them. So maybe you, Taurus, may have other people that you could be getting to know, regardless of whatever your options are, whether it's you're happy being single, you're talking to other people, or you just don't want to talk to them. Again, they're up the creek without a paddle. And then you have the Knight of Cups. Again, offering your heart, trying to get to know other people. So there's definitely, you have moved on, but your exes cannot stay away from you. So around this time, just be careful, Taurus, because a lot of people are going to try to reach back out to you, see what you got going on. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups. Let's clarify the Knight of Cups. The Knight of Cups. Okay, to clarify the Knight of Cups, we have the Nine of Cups, the number 9, the Queen of Cups, the Sun, Four of Pentacles. I have to clarify Knight and 9 because they sound alike. So to clarify the Knight of Cups, the 9 of Cups and the Queen of Cups is about the level of enjoyment that a lot of you Taurus have actually achieved. Because a lot of you realize that you do have options. Because sometimes Taurus can really get stuck with one particular person. And they don't seem to understand that, yeah, you know, you may love because you're the zodiac sign of the lovers, right? You're the lover, right? But at the same time, there's other options out here for you. So the Nine of Cups and the Queen of Cups is about, again, that level of enjoyment of your life without the person in particular being there, but just in general, right? The idea that you do not have to be in a relationship with somebody to be happy with your living, with your lifestyle, with your living experiences, you know, and that's ultimately really what it is, you know, because if you're happy, if you are not just happy, forget about happiness, let's go deeper. If you're content, that content, that joyfulness that you have inside will become even as if you are single, that will become even greater if you are in a relationship. And that's one thing a lot of people kind of neglect. It's the fact that you have to become happy with being by yourselves first, right? Before you meet somebody, right? A lot of times people don't want to admit this, but they're getting themselves into a relationship because they're afraid to be single for a while. They're afraid to be single for like even a month, 2, 3 months, 6 months, a year. And then the thing is that the Sun and the Four of Pentacles now is about how you, Taurus, have to understand, you know, put yourself first. Start to think of yourself as the prize, because a lot of you Taurus is the prize. You know, a lot of times Earth signs can downplay themselves, and it's really time for Earth signs to stop doing that, because this is how it is that we end up getting the not so good end of the stick. And then we're like, well, how can this person do this and we treated them so well? Because a lot of the people around us can be trash. So that's pretty much it. Comment on the video, like the video, subscribe to the YouTube channel.